This morning, Thursday, the figures released from the CCSA of new cases in and around Thailand is 4,108, with just 229 of those within prisons. And in the past 24 hours, they report 31 new deaths associated with COVID. Thai media is reporting on a conference headed by the Prime Minister, in which he accepted that the reopening of the country for tourism was an essential goal. Otherwise, the tourist sector would be in ruins. This as he applauded the launch of the Sandbox programs in Phuket and planned similar programs for 3 smaller islands in Suratani, stating that all ministries are working together to bring a reopening date closer. Vaxpats, that's expats who've had their vaccinations elsewhere, are now booking in larger numbers, we're told, since despite the 14-day quarantine in Phuket, they'll be allowed to roam freely there, and alcohol is to be allowed on sale in restaurants. In other news, 3 million doses of vaccines are said to have been shipped in from China this week and ready to use by at least Friday. 1 million of Sinopharm and 2 million of Sinovac. Suicide counts are rising without doubt, and many as a result of increased debt, often caused by loans from loan sharks who charge extortionate rates. This has seen the DSI investigate moneylenders nationwide. And in Tak, a raid on a local so-called mafia family saw over 50 million bahts worth of goods confiscated as they face charges related to money lending and drug dealing. With reports that the French embassy in Bangkok is planning for vaccinations of its countrymen here, most if not all other embassies are not looking to do the same. Americans, they're certainly out of luck, despite paying taxes in their home country from here. And after discussions in London, the overall outlook is bleak, as expats are spread around the globe, and a programme to service all would be beyond control. Thailand has promised and indeed invited non-Thais to register for free vaccinations, and private hospitals are expected to have vaccines available within 2 months too. Import and export of illegal drugs such as heroin and cocaine have been intercepted by the authorities, who check postal packages more carefully than in the past, often hidden in items like picture frames and even makeup packages. And anyone shipping something illegal from here is reminded that the postal services collect sender information and there's an ongoing investigation. Meanwhile, recipients of mail containing drugs have in several instances been arrested too. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya's east side village of Pong, a murder-suicide this week involving a woman and her mother is being blamed on excess debt, along with fear that she could never repay loans, which we're told were supplied by local moneylenders. Extortionate lending is becoming more frequent here too, as banks are less willing to accommodate those on low incomes or with small businesses. Over the past month, we've seen numerous suicides in the area, and the number is sadly rising. The governor of our province has ordered the closure of 2 markets, the Chonburi New Market and another in Sattahip, both for a fortnight, after outbreaks have been tracked back to both venues over the past week. Get-rich-quick scams that promise high-interest returns in property and now marijuana farms are being investigated by authorities in the region. This as a former expat, Roger Karlsson, appeared in court Wednesday morning in California, having pled guilty without any form of plea bargaining of scamming thousands of people on the internet. In tears as 4 of those who were scammed gave evidence to the judge, he faces sentencing of 12 to 20 years in 2 weeks' time, and was previously involved in businesses here such as Love Pattaya and Emerging Trends, both of which promised a fast buck to investors who now in many cases have filed legal charges against the local operator. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters, wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing, and the Met Office promising highs today of 32, dropping down to 28, a hot day but with a chance of rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.